What's going to be interesting to us here, this is a regular circle, but this area right here is not a triangle, it's a bit different. So if you check your textbook there right now, I want you to look and see if you can find what the formula for the area of this section would be. And this is the sort of lateral area of a cone. Okay? So go ahead and take a minute to find out. This we know what this is, a circle, but this is a weird shape, so see if you can find the formula for the area of this part. The surface area for this part here is pi times r times s. Now, we know what pi is, okay? Pi is a special constant that it's a characteristic. It's a constant that is used to calculate areas of circles. It's a special constant that's associated with circles, right? Pi. What about r? What does r stand for? Yeah, it's the radius of the circle. So it's half the distance of the diameter, or it's the distance from the center to the edge. And it would kind of look like, you know, it would be the same length here on this picture. Okay? So that's the radius. Yeah, r is radius. And what's s? Yeah, slant height. Okay, good. And so here's s, here's r. And what's the area for a circle? You guys remember that? Well, it's pi r squared. Yeah, circumference is the distance around. Circumference is the distance around. So we're not worried about that in this calculation. But the area of a circle is pi times r, or pi r squared. Okay? So we come up with this formula. The surface area for a cone is pi r squared plus pi r s. Another way to write that, if you want, I'm not sure if you want to do this or not, but you could write this in a different way. You could pull out pi times r, and it would be r plus s. Pi r times r plus s. So this is the one, this is the one that you probably want to use, because it's associated with each separate part there, right? For this example, let's draw a cone. And a good way to draw a cone is kind of draw an oval, you know, like a kind of a squished circle. And then, similar to a pyramid, I'm just going to go down because I'm thinking of ice cream right now. And so you put a point that's directly kind of underneath the midpoint of this circle, and then you connect the two edges like that. And that's kind of what your cone looks like. So let's say that this cone has a radius of 2 centimeters, and this cone has a height of 7 centimeters. Okay? And I am wondering what the surface area of this cone is. Surface area. And of course it's a right cone, so we do have a right angle right there. And so you look at your formula maybe, and you would say, well, pi r squared plus pi r s, whoops, not an exponent, pi r s, and you go, okay, well, pi, we all know pi, it's on our calculator, 3.14159, so on. Use your pi button on your calculator, no problem. R is given, and s is, actually, we don't have s. It's not given, is it? So what do we do to find s? Pythagoras' theorem, yes. Remember that? We're going to use Pythagoras' theorem here. So if we just kind of pluck this little triangle out here, I'm going to redraw this. We've got 2, we've got the right angle there, and we've got 7 there, and I'm looking for this. And so we're going to go 2 squared plus 7 squared equals s squared. Okay? The squares of the legs of the triangles added together equals the square of the hypotenuse, or the longest side. So this is 4 plus 49 is s squared. That's going to be 53 equals s squared. What's the square root of 53? 7.28. Sounds good to me. 7.28. Okay. And so now we have S, and now we can use our formula, and we can just plug things in. So here we go. Let's do black here. So the surface area of this cone is pi times 2 squared plus pi times 2 times 7.28. Okay? And if remember, you're practicing showing your work and communicating, this is exactly what you do. You would insert the values for the variables in your formula. And then you would work down, evaluating each piece as appropriate. So surface area for the cone here is going to be, this is going to be 4 times pi. And I'm just going to do pieces at a time here. And then this is 2 times 7.28 is what? 14.56 pi. And anywhere around here, you can just go ahead and plug that into your calculator if you want and get an answer. So that's what I'll do. And please remember not to use 3.14 for pi. I don't know what you've been used to doing in your previous math classes, whether you've used 3.14 or not, but I want you to use the pi button. Okay? So notice on my calculator here, the pi button is a second function right here above this button here. And so I'm going to literally do 4, and then you're just going to do pi. Plus, if you have brackets and you want to do this all in one spot, it might be a good idea, 14.56 pi. Okay? And that your calculator then should evaluate everything all at once. 58.3. Mr. Collins, right? Please call 205. Now, okay, so this is a surface area. What do I put for units? Because I should remember always to have units, right? What are the units here? Yeah, they are centimeters, because centimeters was used in the question, and because it's an area, it's going to be squared. So there's our answer. Make sure you clearly indicate what your answer is for this question. If you want to write a word answer, great, but this will be all that's required here.